All set? All right, we'll call the November 5th, 2024 Architect Review Board meeting to order at 5:30. Roll call.
Gary Miola,
Here.
Ryan Parsons,
Here.
Dennis Marino.
Here. All right, approval of the Architect Review Board meeting minutes from the meeting held on September 17th, 2024. Any comments?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All abstaining since I wasn't here.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The meeting minutes are approved. Okay. Agenda item number 1, ARB case number 24-25, 106 Ashley Drive, 24 by 20 pool house, presented by applicant and owner Janine Wilson.
Do I need to summarize it or go over it, or?
Well, you get to present it by
Okay,
explaining what you're doing.
okay, so we got our approval for the pool's done. We're adding really what's kind of a glorified shed, building. And, it's being completed by Weaver Barnes out of Sugar Creek, who does everything from small sheds to homes and cabins. The interior will have, no water, it'll have electric, there's no bathroom in it. So it'll be basically an open, interior, and it'll have a pavilion in the front. It'll have a basic outside, I have the material here, which will be painted in peppercorn by Sherwin-Williams, which will match our home. And then it'll have, windows and sliding doors and sliding window for a bar area. The roof will be black metal matte, and I have the samples here.
Okay.
So it's gonna have a black metal, roof, and then the same materials for the roof they use for the bar. And, it'll have a roll-up window that locks, which opens the window for the bar. So there's the peppercorn color, and I think you have a picture of the house there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll match our house in color, and then the whole backyard is gray, that's the peppercorn color of the house. Yeah. And then when you pull down the driveway, yeah, there's other pictures of houses. But when you pull down the driveway on the right, it will be facing the driveway, architectural design to match the peaks of the house. So it will match all the peaks and the pitches of the roofs and the design up, for example, if you would please go to the front of the house, our house currently. You'll see that, I'm not sure what the term is, but it has like decorative wood and it'll match that. See those like on the front porch, like arches, yeah. So basically, it's gonna match the way the house looks, basic wood siding. And basically empty inside, we're probably gonna put some sort of LVT flooring in there, paper concrete. But it'll have like a refrigerator and a counter and a table and chairs inside and a table and chairs outside. And Weaver is approved also.
I'm sorry, what?
Weaver's approved to do business in South Russell for construction. They got their approval. And there'll be like a side door, on the side for, our pool stuff. Yeah.
So the orientation, is the porch facing the house, or is it?
The pavilion, you mean did I give you a picture of the pool area?
The site plan?
Yeah.
Right
Yes.
on the driveway, you'll be looking
Yeah,
at these
so the pool's
televisions.
gonna flank the back of the house.
Yeah,
We have a large deck on the back of the house. And, if you can see in this picture right here, the pool is this rectangle. The back of the house is to the right of it in the picture. It's all woods behind us, there's no residences or anything behind us.
That's the drawing I didn't see, but it's
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm
And
sorry.
then you can see the pool house is at the tippy top of the picture.
Yep. tippy top, we got it.
It's architectural term. I know this is very intimate, this has been my life for the last 4 years. We went through 3 contractors, finally the third one stuck it out. What a mess.
Wow, that's a job, eh?
I'm gonna start a new business called Pool Mama Consulting.
You know everybody.
I know everything that you need to know.
Who did the pool?
Hudson Pools. And it's gonna have bluestone, the whole deck of the pool is all bluestone. We'll have a pool cover, it's gray, everything's gray and black, so it'll match, all of it, and there'll be a fence around it too, black fence.
Okay, I have one question on
Sure.
the east elevation, which would be front there. Yeah, under the windows, it looks like the siding is short of, that couple feet.
There will be some footers in there, yes, because,
No, I don't think that's what you're asking, is it?
No, what will the surface of that block?
it'll be gray block, what do you call it, I'm not sure what the term is. But I don't, to be honest with you, I'm not sure in this picture if it's truly depicted, because the elevation in the back is what goes up just a little bit, so they're putting footers in there. I don't think I have, I don't know,
Is it cement and brick or
yeah, it's brick, it's gonna be, that's, what do they call them,
Concrete.
foundation block?
yeah, foundation block, footers. And then there'll be a cement pad underneath that.
I mean, I guess what I'm asking, between the grade and the siding, that's not just regular
It's not
concrete
concrete
block.
block.
Yeah, not regular.
Whatever it is, it'll be painted if it needs to be, otherwise it'll be underground.
No, what's exposed is what Dennis is asking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
and that's why,
Just like,
I can call Marvin from Weaver, cause he's standing by.
Mhm.
Let me just see if I have, elevations of footers. I
So-
might have that in here.
Dennis, I think you have 2 questions. What, first of all, below the window, it's almost like the water table should come up to the other side of the sill of the window, potentially.
it would be ideal, yeah.
But, but in addition to that, instead of being concrete masonry, when you've got stone on your house and you're doing, you're using some nice materials for pavers and all that, it would make sense for the foundation wall that's exposed to have stone, to be stone as opposed to concrete masonry.
Yeah, so at this time, because of budgets, I was kind of holding off on some of the finishings. I do have stone on the rest of my house, and that is something that I was thinking of today. I'm not sure if that's a true depiction on the front of what would be exposed. So I can call Marvin if you want to ask him, because he's standing by for him.
I don't know if that's necessary. I just think that if we're gonna have, of course, as we're reviewing this, I think it seems to me that if we're trying to have this blend in with, what you have on your house, I mean, there's a couple of things. You've got, on your house, you've got lap siding instead of vertical siding. And then you've got, except I think it's in the gable end, I can't tell, it's the gable end of vertical siding. And the photograph, if you go back to the front above the right-hand window,
Oh, it's both.
I don't know if that,
It's both. The top part is vertical and the bottom is horizontal.
so
There's, the vertical one.
it almost looks like T-11 from here,
It's beadboard,
speed board, okay.
everything in the house is beadboard. I just painted it all when we moved it.
So, and then the siding below the gutter line is lap siding with corner boards.
So is your concern from a technical or an aesthetic?
It's just that,
Just on the side of where the foundation is?
well, I'm looking at the siding material and I'm looking at the foundation wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the concern I have is that that there's a couple of things that could be done to help it blend in with what's the architecture of your home. And instead of it being vertical siding, I'm wondering if it, and my thought is it should be lap siding, and I'm thinking it should be a stone foundation wall exposed above grade to the underside of the siding. And do you have any thoughts on that, Ryan, or Dennis?
I mean, this, just so you know, this is something that I didn't think about, so I appreciate your insight, and I can promise you one thing. This has kind of been a learn as I go process.
I can appreciate that.
From aesthetics, we ain't gonna let anything stay that you don't like. So I can double check with them, whatever it will be. If it's just concrete with brick blocks and they don't look good, we're gonna cover them.
Yeah, and we would like to resolve that before you leave here, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm not, because there is both types of siding in the house, and this is gonna be set back far enough that it's gonna be the same color that the vertical siding is.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to the reason for two sides of this being, having a higher sill plate than the other two. Because it doesn't really appear to me that that's going to be needed for grade or anything else. Is there something happening on the inside that would require that?
No, you know, my understanding is from the grade in the back of the house that it slopes down.
so as it's going towards the rear,
No, it's going towards, the back of the house goes to the side yard.
right,
So it's the side yard that the grade is up and there's a big tree there, we don't wanna take that tree down.
And the point being is, and maybe that's the answer, is that we see it exposed in the elevation. And the reality is it's not. It's grade higher, but I have a hard time believing that's the case on the east elevation, because looking at the site plan, it looks like your patio is there. Maybe it's not the site plan, sorry.
The east elevation, there's no patio up in the house. If you look on the side of the house, the lot, where the back of the pool house is, there's nothing back there, except the tree and the high grade.
So I'm looking at the landscape plan.
Okay. So your concern is, Ruth, could you point out where it says the numbers, where there's like little trees up there at the top? Yeah, thank you. Is that your concern?
Oh, yeah.
That area right there?
That area raised a little bit.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a big tree there and we don't wanna take it down. So
Yeah,
we're
that's-
just gonna fill that in, that area, a little bit of low area.
That's kind of where I was going is.
Yeah.
That elevation has the same raised sill, but the reality is if the grade is higher there, we're not going to see that elevation.
Yeah, and so thus is my surprise to see the footers on the side that you look from the driveway. I didn't think that there was gonna be anything there, but then again, you know, that,
I mean, there's, a couple ways to address either going with something to cover the block, whether it be stone or the
Yeah.
siding goes down lower.
I mean,
That's
either way,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, so I don't have a problem with the vertical siding as much, because there is a vertical type of siding, but I think if the line between the siding and the foundation wall was, like you said, sill height, theoretically could come down to be the same all the way around, unless the grade is an issue. It's hard to tell from.
Compensate, I mean, I guess, some way to establish where the grade is. It looks like coming in from the driveway though.
It's a really far grade from the pool house to the other end of the pool. I mean, the end of the pool sits up about 4 feet, 3-4 feet. The far end. Because that patio.
Walking right to the bottom of the picture.
Right, that patio in the bottom right corner is our basement walkout bedroom.
That's the good.
Yes, sir. That is all a walkout
So
bedroom.
this is up high.
No, that's.
I mean, it's down low, but I mean, so
There's
how's this pool working? I mean, this is going uphill? The
Well,
pool's obviously, the
The
perimeter of the
pool-
pool's at one elevation, right?
yes, and it'll be the same elevation as the pool house, all the way across. And at the end of the pool, near where that patio is in the bottom corner.
Yeah, I mean, you're stepping down here, I understand,
Yeah.
down to your basement, so you're coming back up. This is all at one level.
Everything's one level, all the way to the back of the house, the pool house.
Okay, so up there, what's the, that's what I.
That's where it goes up a little bit.
It goes up.
Yeah.
And
So, and like right where that arrow, those two lines are, the tippy top of that back of the pool house side yard, there's a big tree right there. So that's why we don't wanna change the elevation or the excavate anything there.
You see the.
So the stairs there,
The
the
transition to
elevation,
the
are those
driveway,
going up or
the
down?
steps.
The stairs were.
Yeah,
Right next to the east
Those go
elevation,
down
to the
to
right of
the
the pool house. Are those-
There is a couple stairs in the driveway.
There's gotta be
Those go up.
Yeah, well, they go up to the driveway.
Okay,
Looks like there's a
Come up to the driveway.
tree and there's a wall there and, yeah.
Yeah, we did take down any trees, so we had a high grade, low grade and the far side
But
of
if
the
you're
pool, so.
setting the grade at the pool deck height,
yeah, I think
you
the
can
east
go up in the
elevation
back,
base
it's not a
should be
problem.
dropped
I think
because
it's may transition on that.
Yeah, I think what I would like to see happen here is that any foundation wall that's exposed below the siding is not.
If I commit to that, will you be okay?
Well, that's what we're discussing here. I don't know
Okay.
what your guys' thoughts are. It's not my decision alone.
Fair enough. I'm not familiar with this process, so,
No, that's fine. We're a board, so I'm making a recommendation.
no problem.
We do that. I want to make sure that other members are agreeing.
It's nothing that a little Mod Podge can't fix.
I can appreciate the fact that the grade on that, the north elevation, the east, is it the east elevation? That's where it's higher?
Yeah.
but I don't think grade is higher on east elevation.
I don't think it's higher on the east elevation.
No.
It's higher in the north and maybe in the west.
Yeah.
But the drawings are, where's the elevation?
Yeah,
Yeah, the west elevation shows it down, like, it's almost like the east elevation should have the siding line drop down.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And the north elevation, I can understand, so there's a transition in there somewhere.
Yeah, because definitely the north side is the side that the reason why we're addressing any sort of elevation issues.
So,
I have flexibility on the east and the west, because there's nothing there.
yeah, and I'm not opposed to it just being masonry units if that siding line comes down, I think. On the east elevation, because the north elevation, we're not gonna see that because it's gonna be landscaping or grade that's gonna be covering that block. Right?
the north elevation, I could say, yeah, that's probably a fair statement.
That was my expectations also.
But I could go either way on the other foundations, but I think if that east elevation, that line comes down, as I think it can. And even if it has to step up at the corner, I would think that would be easily done, so.
So is on the north elevation, you're expressing the framing on the elevation with the timbers and so on? That's what, even though it's
Yeah,
not
that's,
projected out?
yeah, that's just the overhang basically, see, coming all the way
Yeah.
down. I took a double take on that, yeah.
And then the south elevation obviously is projected over the porch area. I think you could lose the stone on, if you didn't do the stone on the north elevation, I don't think it's that big of a deal because you're not gonna see it. But I think at least on the east and the south
Yeah, that's
elevation.
gonna be a common approach, so yeah, you want it to look decent.
What's that?
I said, that'll, coming in from the driveway, that's what you're gonna see, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from, is I think you're gonna see that east elevation wherever, so that should be stone. And then the part you're gonna see from the pool deck itself should be stone. So those two elevations, my recommendation is that those are stone, if you guys agree. And then the other two, if they want them to be blocked, they can be blocked, because they're not gonna see it. But, the one thing I would tell you, you're gonna paint the block, it's probably gonna be an ongoing maintenance thing, just
Yeah,
because,
I thought of that.
unless you use, there are block out there that you can get that have a water repellent built into them. You can paint them still, but you may wanna consider that. I can't tell you to use that, but
Sure, no, I understand. I didn't even understand, because I guess, I don't know what to look for, but I didn't realize that he's got 3 levels of layers of block there, so, it'll be covered probably by stone, because I was trying to think of how to put the stone in the building and make it match.
Yeah.
And, that was one of the things I was thinking,
Yeah,
because actually,
it's a nice pool, don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a nice enhancement to your
Yeah.
overall, finished.
well, and on the deck upstairs, which is like open area to the pool house and pool deck, it has that same stone in the back, and it has a stone fireplace there. Like a 2-story fireplace, so
Sure.
the stone is prevalent throughout the back too.
Yeah, and it's just for consistency, it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. And I'm not trying to spend money for it, but I think it just has to look right.
Yeah. Right, go back to your, I think, suggestion of worth considering that, bring that line up to the windowsill height.
Yeah,
If you're gonna do that, instead of having that little strip of siding under the window.
right, that's gonna be a sloppy detail. So you would put
Does that make sense? Over-
Yeah, I'm just not clear, did you say siding or did you say stone, please?
You bring a stone up to the windowsill, so there's not how you're down.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with a little tiny piece of siding underneath the window, look kind of goofy.
Right, but I guess my question, did you suggest that I cover it with siding or stone, or my choice?
No, what you would do is you'd bring the line between the siding and the foundation wall.
Yeah, you're gonna,
Just up to the
Raise it up to the underside of the window, I think one of the things that's missing here is a wall section that I guess would show where I see a wall section, but where the window is, that would be beneficial if you're gonna have to have something that would flash over the top of that window.
I can probably move that super easy, it's, all empty inside, there's no rhyme or reason to how the walls were set in there, or what height they were, so I can probably have them move it down.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to change the other option would give a taller window. They could come down to that line. I'm not seeing you suggesting you need to do
I
that.
almost kind of like the framing of the wood around it, though, to be honest with you, I mean, I would.
Yeah, sure.
I would rather put stone on the exposed brick and leave it where it is, because I'm sure he probably picked it based on a height, determination that they use for normally positioned windows in the wall.
what you do is, we're talking basically that window sill line,
Mm-hmm.
just coming all the way across, basically, you're still running up to that.
With no gap.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just,
It's,
I like the wood frames, whatever.
well, it's still the wood.
Yeah, just get rid of the siding below the window.
Yeah, that little.
Just bring it up to the trim.
Yeah, it's looking like it's only gonna be like 6 inches of siding, which, especially that vertical siding, is gonna look odd.
Okay.
Probably,
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do, because I just want to get my pool house. I am not picky at all, I will do just about anything, I am just,
That's an aesthetic.
I've been waiting 4 years for this. This is my therapy and it's my retirement, I just retired, and I just want to get in my pool. They can't put my heater in my pool until I get my pool house built.
I understand.
So I'm desperate.
coming by Thanksgiving?
Sooner. It's only gonna take them a little bit, because they already got the building, pretty much almost all ready to go, so.
So let's, to cut to the chase here, I think the comments we want to make is that the siding line the line between the siding and the foundation wall should be at the underside of the siding at the windowsill, or underside of the trim at the windowsill, and that on the, what we said, the south and the east elevation, that should be a stone exposed foundation wall as opposed to CMU.
That's fine. I'm gonna need to know, for clarification purposes, I'm gonna need to understand your definition of, and I'm still not clear, do you want the window to be moved down, or?
No,
We'll mark this up
yeah,
at the,
Okay, because I'm not clear how he'll have to adjust to make that happen.
yeah, no, it's not, the adjustment's fairly simple.
Okay,
If he raises the siding to the underside of that piece of wood trim that goes across the bottom
Mhm.
of the sill, that's really all he has to do, and then it's stone below that.
okay,
if that helps to explain.
No problem.
And I'll go as far as to say, if you decide that it's easier and you want to lower the window, as long as you do the other one on the north elevation, the same.
Match it, yeah.
No one's gonna know the difference.
Yeah, I mean, they both have to, they have to do the
You
same.
understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
if you would rather,
you should do the same on both, it should be
just
consistent.
do the same on both, the heads may not match the doors, but you're gonna see that inside but not outside.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it's not like that's gonna be jumping out at you,
No.
because the head height is slightly different. You're only talking 6 inches or 7 inches.
exactly, that's probably another walk.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve this new,
I'll second it.
what you just said.
Saying that we will, that the siding will be raised up to the underside of the sill window trim, and the exposed foundation wall on the east and north elevations will be stone instead of CMU. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
I have one question. When is the pool party? Because-
I wish I could have it this year, but it's not looking good.
It's like 80 days, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't turn that puppy on though yet, so.
Yeah.
So now what do I do, what's next?
Okay, Janine, so we'll have 3 sets of marked up plans in the office.
Okay,
Is Weaver Barnes gonna get the permit in their name?
what do you recommend?
I would recommend that. They're doing the work.
Yes.
So he will come in, he's registered. He's registered, yes.
Yeah.
We'll give him the
Just put a line,
permit.
it's just not exposure.
I don't know the cost of the permit exactly, it might be about 126 or something. But we do collect $1,000 construction deposit too, which is held until everything is done to your satisfaction. And then we release it.
Is that paid by Weaver?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense for
It's like a bond, like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I understand.
just as incentive to,
Okay. So I'll just look through my emails, right?
what's that?
Well, I get everything in my emails,
You mean the documents from tonight? Well,
or do you need something else?
no, I usually give one approved set to the contractor, or when he comes in and gets the permit, he'll get that set.
Okay,
I would certainly give him 2, because I only really need 1 for the office,
okay,
and I have 3 sets.
okay,
So you won't get anything tonight,
okay.
but you can pick it up tomorrow if you
Okay, I'm
want.
gonna stay with some levels.
Okay, sure, yeah.
It's only that sheet.
Yeah, it's just that one sheet, it's 2 elevations, but just one sheet, just the north and the east. Just, it's
Yeah. I've written that in there at times. Actually, yeah. I moved off the strip and broke my ankle here.
This one you want still on with this one, right? Because this is the one that's landscape. Dennis Mark has a different way.
I just did the down elevation after this, so
I would never. Let's make Dennis try this.
No, I think they're only. I don't remember what the house was like. Close to the village. It's on, It's on the same side as South Russell Park, so that would be the south side. Yeah. And I see, it looks like something's under
Today's the
there.
5th, right?
Yes,
I put the wrong date in there.
Yeah.
Somebody did it here. Meeting date 11/7, did you do?
Well, that's why I was doing it. Yeah.
What does it say?
Crazy.
The meeting date's wrong on this. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Pretty cool.
Should probably correct that some.
My friend did that in Village, I think, which,
You're signing the meeting minutes, right?
Yep, I already did. So is that one done?
This one's done.
I think.
I gotta do
You
this.
gonna sign that one?
Yeah, I think they use it like for scrap and then something.
Is this you or Gary? It's Gary. Gary needs to sign.
Yeah.
Do I need to sign something?
The journal.
He's always trying to get off easy.
Oh. This is.
Yeah,
Gary.
yeah, because we went to two vendors. The first one, I can't
Good
remember, so we came in doing what we didn't want, and the second guy, we had one for 2
He's
years.
about to die. He's about to die.
I can change the date to the second.
Yes.
And you don't have a lot of paperwork.
You're so efficient.
I'm not gonna let you slide them over there.
Okay, I will do.
Slide it over.
Actually, the one I'm missing.
So this is next, right?
Yeah.
And I want to point something out to you. This kind of printed weird. So when you guys sign, it's gonna be on the next page.
Wow,
Thank you. very
blew up on you, huh?
much. Yeah. They're kind of crazy. Thank you.
All right, so, agenda item number 2 is ARB case 24-26, 96 Pawpaw Lake Drive Garage Master Bedroom Edition, presented by applicant contractor Patrick McVeigh of Engelbrook Construction. On behalf of the owner, and so Rob.
I'm Pat McVeigh, this is Anson Block, the homeowner, and what we're proposing to do is to add a 1.5 car garage to the home and a master bedroom addition on the back side of the home. We'll be eliminating one bedroom that is in the house to put the master bedroom on. There'll be a hallway going down to the new bedroom. All the colors that are on the existing house will match the addition, shake siding now, the roof will match. The block is currently painted on the house, and we would do the same thing with the block that is going on the garage and the addition. We have kept our setbacks so that we did not need to apply for a variance. We're holding a little more than 10 feet on both sides. And currently, the bedroom is a very small bedroom that needs a larger bedroom, more of a suite, master suite. Fairly simple addition. And again, everything will match the existing home.
Can you put the photographs of the house up on the screen?
I'm sorry?
The photographs of the house, the
Yes.
existing house,
Mm-hmm.
please? Thank you.
The current driveway actually goes down to the house. The street is up, there's a pretty significant elevation difference between the road and the house. So we'd be picking that garage up, so that the water does not come into the garage. Yeah, the upper left one is the,
It looks like there's a trim board. Looks like there's a trim board that's running up the side of the rake and the roof there. That doesn't show on the drawings.
okay.
No, I didn't think I see that. No, I don't see that.
We can add that, we would,
Yeah, it's just,
if there's freeze board on the house or anything going up the rakes, we would add the freeze board to it,
yeah,
blend it in. I do have the colors if you want to see the colors, but,
if you're mentioning existing, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know.
okay.
I'm not gonna-
No,
Get the colors you want.
it'll kind of put an orange on the garage.
There we go.
As long as the windows are open.
Yeah. We'll have, and there's a nice large size window on the back side of the bedroom there, and then, there's one over the tub, with a freestanding tub in there, and that will be a tempered glass window.
Sure.
Yeah, CD does not have a freeboard on there, so we would add freeboard to it. All the way around, whatever we add near just a,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're matching the same details in the house, that's what would be important.
okay.
Um,
No, but I just wanted you to see what
I
they're,
appreciate it.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janine. We'll be in touch, sure thing.
We'll have to.
Bye, take care.
The other one, we had in the window, that's what, that one big blank wall is pretty,
Yeah,
that's the only thing I really, otherwise I think it's good.
talking about the west elevation.
Yeah, I think that's the one, yeah. And then the long windows are sticking maybe.
This is.
Actually,
I understand it is a large blank wall. I don't know, maybe I can, if we put a bit to open that wall, we can stop one window.
The problem is it's gonna be between block and you have to think about if you put it up high.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rate is dropping pretty good going down that side.
That's the garage, on the garage side. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, on the east side, I guess, is more so. That would be, I think it would just be, add some more light to the room and everything, but
Yeah, I think the east elevation matches the building.
I mean, existing house has those awning windows that are, I mean, that's kind of a style.
We're removing one awning window,
Yeah.
because we're going into where the existing.
It looks like it's splitting right, right through the middle of it, yeah.
We're putting that up towards the front of the.
That's on the front elevation, isn't that, I think that's, yeah, that looks good.
Blank wall looking at from the front of the street.
Yeah, that little awning makes, it helps, definitely.
Seriously, am I missing something else here, south elevation?
Okay, that's there.
Large window on the back of the master bedroom together with the light in there. The other wall is up at the bed. More elevations on the three, top of the three.
What's the north elevation?
A2. Lower left. Actually, yeah, that's inside.
There's no south elevation, I don't see it.
That's an A2, the bottom of A2 side.
Oh, there it is.
That's the front.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
yeah.
so there you go. Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, that stone chimney is the key feature. For sure.
Just wondering if it makes any sense to try and squeeze it in on that. Where's that go? east elevation of the master bedroom, and if you center something on the gate, you get a window in there. Sort of thinking, you're understanding through. Yeah, I mean, it's possible we can put windows in the middle there, just to break that wall up. It's in the
The
back.
bed's gonna be sitting in front of that.
What's that?
If the bed is gonna be sitting in front of that, that's not the only left for the bed to go.
We think the check should shift to the rear slightly to get a window.
You kind of got to place it almost in the corner between the walk-in closet and the,
Yeah, that's where.
that's just about dead center.
Yeah, so if you go to the, which sheet is that, A3?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. So the window could go right in here, then it shifts down a little bit, there's plenty of room there. That way, it breaks up that elevation.
Okay with that?
You want the window in the corner?
Yeah, it does two things. One is it helps with that elevation that's a blank wall, and have an opening in it, so, adds a little bit.
That's like right next to my neighbor's driveway, 10 feet, and next to their door. And
Okay.
their garage. So I prefer not to have any windows on that side of the house.
Yeah, it also provides some cross ventilation in the room. That's the other benefit to it.
Yeah, I prefer not to. There's a huge window in the back of the,
No, I understand that, but, yeah, you've got,
I said the other possibility, there is a lot of existing awning windows on there where it's up high enough that it's not.
you said awning windows?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you got one on the front, and
I think the existing sidewalls have them.
Yeah, the existing sidewalk, that's it.
It's high enough that it's not, it's high enough up that it's not, a little more private, but you still get the benefits of the light and the ventilation and breaking up the wall.
The east elevation on the pictures that I sent over have awning window on that side. There they, bottom left one, and a lot of awning windows there, so. I think that we could probably put one or two of those up high, those on that one.
yeah, I don't
Break
think
that wall up.
well, there's
Center.
one in the closet that we,
well, that provides, yeah, some nice natural light in the closet.
It's on the front elevation too,
I don't think
Yeah.
it would make sense to try and put more than one window in there because of the, where, if you want it centered on that elevation, if you try to go two, you'd be encroaching on the wall between the closet and the bedroom. If you put two of them side by side, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah. If you put, two is gonna be awkward and three is just,
Yeah, it's not gonna work with three.
yeah.
So, I mean, I think an awning window there is, makes sense.
13-foot one.
so it's a 13-foot bedroom, I'm gonna have a king size bed in there and 2 nightstands, and that takes up the wall.
Sure, and then the window, the nightstand would be underneath the window.
It'll be up
Yeah.
the window, like.
Maybe probably like a 5 foot
Is
sill height on it.
there a reason for this window request?
Yeah, the two reasons, the main reason is that there's the east, or, yeah, what is it, the east elevation? Yeah, the east elevation is a blank wall, right? And,
And you're not allowed to have a blank wall,
pardon?
you're not allowed to have a blank wall.
Well, it's just, it's not like, are you allowed to, it's a question of, what does it, we're looking at it from an aesthetic perspective, what is it? It's not like there's a requirement that says you have to have, a window on that wall. But from an aesthetic perspective, it makes sense to have something to break up that wall. There's another blank wall, which is the garage wall, but that one I think is less visible. And I wouldn't want to start throwing windows in there because I just don't think it I don't think it really does a whole lot, besides that, we talked about how, what would you do? You put an awning window in, I don't think that would work. And-
Really gaining much.
Right. So, two comments I have, and I'm looking for consensus here, that we would want to match the trim details on the house, and then the second one would be to put a window on that master bedroom wall, east wall.
So just one window on the master bedroom wall?
Yeah, I just don't see how you have room to put more than one, but it would be an awning window, which is the same window that you've got
Everywhere else?
on the south side.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the.
So are there two awning windows on that east elevation on the existing house that are gonna remain?
There are, yes. We're
Basically, you're covering the third with the addition, right?
No, there's two currently on there right now.
Oh, there's two.
Yes, we're taking one out, we're moving it to the closet.
The front elevation on that.
Oh, I see, it's
Just break that wall up,
Yeah.
so you're not looking at a blank wall up in the front.
Well, the other two will remain, won't they?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm concerned that having that one window in the middle of that wall is going to look even more awkward, both from the inside and the outside. I'm not,
So we're saying that the bedroom.
I'm not seeing the advantage in it.
The bedroom in the front of the house has an awning window. If we go back to the photograph, it's back. You have one of those in there remaining?
Yes,
I see
on
that right.
the east elevation?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two there currently, one is in the bedroom, one is in the bathroom. We're removing the one in the bathroom.
Right.
We're gonna reuse it in the new closet,
Okay,
which is the blank wall on the front, was a blank wall, we had the window there. We're reusing that window actually in the closet.
yeah, okay. Then there's one over here.
Yeah.
And there's another window in here that's not shown,
Yeah, for the bedroom.
so that helps. So I can live without that window there then. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see more windows there, but I understand, this isn't,
Right, yeah.
the layout of the room isn't gonna work with that. All right, so, all that being said, I'll make a motion to approve with the note that all trim details on the existing house are matched on the additions. Okay? Anyone in seconds?
I'll second.
All in favor?
I'll be seeing more of Pat as I extract.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Glad everything went
I will show. Thank you, it was nice meeting you.
All interiors good. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
No, don't know that. Okay, well, good.
All right, thank you.
Take care, Pat. Take care. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
So approved as noted or approved?
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
see you. Good to see you. Will you be here in December?
Yeah.
That's makes sense.
The neighbor, the neighbor over here that I did like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, she's.
Interesting house.
Oh, it's got such a hodgepodge of different houses.
Yeah.
During the meeting at, is that 16:07?
Yep. 6%. I think that's 6% as before. Yeah. Two so far.
Good night, guys. I could let it go out.
No.
That's right here. That's okay.